All right, 15 minutes after noon here, our alert day rolls on and things are moving as scheduled here. When we look at radar, still no storms in the immediate northwest Ohio or southeastern Michigan vicinity. But I think over the next 60 to 90 minutes, we're going to see that quickly begin to change. The severe weather threat is going to ramp up this afternoon. It's why our alert day is in place to give you a heads up. Yes, I know it's the month of April. I know we deal with thunderstorms during the month of April, but this time around with the strong to severe component of it, it's our way of giving you a special heads up that yes, this is a day you want to pay close attention. We've got a couple thunderstorms rumbling here, some of them already labeled as severe from the National Weather Service in northern Indiana. You can see these. In fact, we can dissect them, and this gives us a really pinpoint idea of just how strong these thunderstorms are. Right now, topping about 30 to 35,000 feet. We're seeing indications inside of this thunderstorm of hail being lofted up as well, and some of that hail coming back down the size of quarters or larger. That's going to be one of the threats for today. The storm I'm watching most closely across Indiana is this one, just to the west of Muncie. That's a ways off, but the way these storms are moving to the northeast, I think this storm is the first one that may enter northwest Ohio and potentially be severe. So that's why I've got my eyes on it. Let me show you a map that we don't look at very often on air here, okay? What I've plotted, you see the obvious, that's radar, but underneath of it, this yellow shade, this is instability. This is what these storms feed on. The more instability you have, the stronger your thunderstorms can be. And with the sun popping out and temperatures rising, the air is becoming more unstable ahead of the storms. And that's why we think the severe threat is only going to ramp up for this afternoon. We have our whole team here working to keep you one step ahead of these thunderstorms, including meteorologist Kaylee Bowers. And Kaylee, I know you've been talking directly with the National Weather Service. So what have you been learning over the last few minutes that's new for us?
Yeah, Ryan, we're watching multiple watches and warnings. As of now, no one in Ohio under a watch or warning. However, parts of southeastern Michigan under a severe thunderstorm watch indicated by that shade of pink you see right there, in effect till 7 o'clock this evening. So we are ramping up. We're seeing those strong showers and thunderstorms really starting to develop. However, Ohio's in the clear right now, but we're going to be seeing those storms develop throughout the next several hours. In fact, the National Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center watching this area highlighted in that shade of red. This is called a mesoscale discussion. So what this means is there's no active watch yet. However, those folks in that polygon right there had that chance to be under a tornado watch within the next hour or so. Of course, we'll keep you updated both on air and online. But right now, the entire state of Ohio under that level 2, a few of us still under that level 1 slight risk. However, don't get too fixated on the colors, still tracking some strong storms and tracking some very impactful threats as well. We're talking wind gusts around 60 miles an hour for today. Hail, like Ryan said, 1 inch in diameter. So that's very large hail. Now, that tornado threat is low. However, it's not zero, which is why we could be seeing that tornado watch within the next hour or so. But I know everyone wants to know, what's the timing? When's it going to move into my neighborhood? Ryan, let's check back in with you with your hour-by-hour forecast.
Yeah, and Kaylee, before we leave you real quick here, I want you to do something we don't do very often. Can you go back in your graphics? Can you go back? What is that? That's a mesoscale discussion. So when I said you've been talking to the National Weather Service, we all know about severe thunderstorm watches, tornado watches. This is kind of a watch before the watch, so to speak.
Yeah, it's like a sneak peek, a perfect way to describe a watch before a watch. This is just a preview from the National Weather Service, just giving us a little bit of an insight as what's to come. So again, no active watches in Ohio yet, but this is what's to come in the next hour.
Sounds like it's going to be changing. We know you're on top of it. All right, meteorologist Kaylee Bowers, one of our severe weather experts. We certainly appreciate it here on this Wednesday afternoon. Let's get to that hour-by-hour forecast now and show you when the storms are pinpoint expected to move in, because it's between 1 to 5 p.m. we've been saying all day long when it's most likely to move across northwest Ohio. So I-75 corridor, this is 3 p.m. BG, Findlay, down towards Toledo, out towards Fremont, Sandusky. These storms are going to be racing from west to east very rapidly. Good news is once we get these storms out of here, we'll be done with them for this evening. All right, let's get to the 10-day forecast for you real quick, and then we're going to get to meteorologist Matt Willoughby. He's standing by. He's excited for us here. Got rain showers out there Friday. Notice no more severe weather on the way for our forecast. Now we've got meteorologist Matt Willoughby live outside in Defender. Matt, I see that phone in your hand right there. Something tells me you've been using that WTOL 11 weather app with Defender to track some of those storms.
Yeah, Ryan, I sure have. And of course, this is one of the most powerful tools. And when I say one of the most powerful tools, I just got on the phone with my alert. The tornado watch has been issued for 12:20 to 7 p.m. So we were able to get those watches to the exact point right on my phone. So of course, you take a wider look at this. We got tons of things going on with this app. We got the videos in order to be first to know with that tornado watch, and also have tons of videos to keep you up to date with that as we go throughout the next several hours. So of course, make sure you pull out that phone right now, download that WTOL 11 weather app to stay up to date with those interactive radars where you can see the pinpoint down to the smallest city to the biggest city on when those storms will be rolling in as you go throughout this afternoon. So just a reminder, that tornado watch has been issued until 7 p.m. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
So Matt wasn't kidding there. That WTOL 11 weather app, one of the first to know. And when we look at this, we're getting that data flowing in here to the WTOL 11 Weather Center as well. Tornado watch being issued for much of western Ohio, and this will include all of northwest Ohio as well. So those storms ramping up. We're going to have more coverage when we come back in just a matter of moments.